Whatever they say he did, folk, he did it, folk. I can't even eat my fruits, cause I'm scared. Like, look how he looking, bro. Look how he looking at us. YouTube, what it do, man? Another video. We back, bro. We back again, man. I just want to say, shout out to y'all for tapping in, man. You dig what I'm saying? Every single day, bro. You guys are tapping in, bro. And not only are you tapping in, gang, you comment, man. You let me know what popping. So shout out to you, man. Hey, it's almost the full quarter. I think it is the full quarter. I don't know, man. But we gonna work regardless of what quarter it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much we up, we gonna act like we down 20. You smell me? Anyway, gang, y'all know what time it is, man. On this channel right here, man. We talk about gang members. Talk about gang members, bro. You dig? Them steppers, them members. One of them ones in that kind of world. But yeah, today we talking about a rolling 40s CRIP shot and killed at a party by a 190 East Coast CRIP. So we're gonna get into that, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all know this dude? I don't know him. Shout out Boys in the Hood TV. Sub his channel also. Let's rock and roll, folks.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood TV. Today we're gonna discuss a 190 East Coast CRIP who will be sentenced to life in prison for murdering a rolling 40s CRIP.
Out the muscle. Whatever they say he did, folk, he did it, folk. I can't even eat my fruits, cause I'm scared. Like, look how he looking, bro. Look how he looking at us. Yeah, folk, now whatever they say he did it for sure.
Nicholas Kelly was born and raised in Carson. He will be raised in the 190 East Coast CRIP neighborhood. Now the 190s are a part of a larger collection of CRIPs called the East Coast CRIPS, located in East South LA. Now, there are 13 different East Coast CRIP sets, like the 5-9s, the 6 Deuce, the 1st Street, 9-7, 11-8s, and others. Now, the 190s are the largest CRIP gang in the Carson area. They beef with all Carson Pyrus, Stevenson Village Crips, Compton Pyrus, and others. Now, the 190.
What about the Hoovers? Like, do they beef with the Hoovers? I'm just asking, bro. Hey, this is what I want to like get some education on. Was it ever a point in time in LA where it was just Bloods and Crips? No subsets, just Bloods and Crips. And if it was, what made Crips started basically veering off and starting their own Crip sets, and what made Bloods want to start their own Blood sets? Because if I heard correctly, bro, you got Pyrus beefing with Pyrus, Bloods beefing with Bloods, bro, and Hoovers beefing with everybody. That's just how it go. That's just how it go in LA. Pyru beef with Pyru, Crip beef with Crips, and Hoovers beef with everybody. So I just wanted to know that, man. Y'all tap into the chat, man. Educate me, you dig?
O's have two main cliques, the Del Almo Block and the Young Bastards clique, also known as YB. Now, the Young Bastards were known to be extremely violent and reckless. In 2003, a Young Bastard member by the name of Tiny Killer D was responsible for killing a 19-year-old college student named Nicole Williamson right in front of her parents' house.
Long live the girl, man. I can guarantee you she didn't deserve whatever happened to her. Long live her.
Family's home was located right in Centerview Pyrus neighborhood.
Schooler was gunned down outside her Carson home. Her 13-year-old killer convicted.
The corner of Sherman and Ambler in Carson has never been the same for the Williamson family.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Teresa Williamson's daughter Nicole was gunned down here, feet from their front door.
Now Kelly, coming from this same clique of the Young Bastards, was known to be wild and act off impulse. Now Kelly would tell one of his homies rules that he ran into. Kelly would find out that an OG from Centerview stayed on Termont, right in a hood. Kelly would go on to say, "Cuz, was that the same? Hey, peep this, cuz. It's an OG nigga from the shoes that stay on Termont, up in the hood, cuz. And I was walking around one day, cuz. I blew the fuck up. It was a young nigga from the shoes, cuz, sitting up in the car with the OG nigga that stay on Termont, up in the hood." And Johnson replied, "On the west side? Yeah, he was rolling a blunt and shit, cuz. And he got hurt. I took my ass to the house. I got the 30-30, cuz. I had so much shit to do in the hood, cuz. I was getting ready to clean that motherfucker up, cuz. That shit was about to be a Slav and die roof free. Cuz. I was gonna clean that shit up, cuz. On the hood." Now this hot-headed behavior from Kelly would get him into trouble later on. But in December 2003, he would be arrested by police after giving a false ID while being detained. Now, he will be found guilty and will be given probation, but he would spend 3 days.
Man, I can't count, bro. I believe that, like, when people be hot-headed like that, bro, it's like, if they're not short. I don't know if he's short. You know, short people got that. They you feel me? But I think it'd be like an underlying issue with themselves, bro. Like, maybe they got bullied at home when they was little. Maybe they uncle or somebody told them to let nobody play with you or something. I don't know, bro, but it's just crazy how, I get it, it's gangland, bro. It's gang territory. You know, if you ain't a part of the set, you ain't got no business over there, and you know the consequences of basically what could happen. But what makes a guy feel like he should be that guy to step in and be like, bro, you ain't got no business over here in the hood, and just throw his life away? What make a guy want to do that?
In county. Now, only a few years later, Kelly's wild, impulsive behavior would lead him to make a choice that would not only change his life, but somebody else's life. On October 14, 2005, many people were attending a football game between Carson Colts and Gardena. In attendance were a group of teens, which included 17-year-old Michael Marshall, aka Mike from the 40s, and his friend named Paul. Now, at the closing of the game, Carson would beat Gardena 9-6. Now, after the game was over, Mike and his friends decided to head to a party located on Gladwood Street. Now, this party was happening directly in the 190 East Coast CRIP set. Now, there was no known beef between 190 and the 40s, so Mike didn't have any issues with going to this area. Now, once they arrived, Mike and his friends would enjoy music and mingle with other guests at the party. Now, also at that same function were members of the East Coast CRIPS. At some point in time, Mike and his homies would go outside in front of the house. Mike would start talking to a female who was standing near a car. Now, in the middle of their conversation, Kelly from 190 would spot Mike and walk up to him. Immediately, he started pressing Mike, and he asked him, "Where you from?" So Mike responded,
"It ain't never good when that happen, bro. It's never good. I already know what y'all already done tried to check me on this, bro, but that's just what I believe, bro. Every time somebody say, where you from, something bad happens after that, bro. Do your homework on something bad happening in the Ice Spice after the woman asked her where she was from. Do your homework on something bad happening the Tall Guy and Mr. Organic, the YouTubers, when the dude said, where you from. If you in LA, bro, period, dog, and somebody say, where you from, bro, they do not have good intentions, bro. It don't matter what you say, it probably gonna go down. I'm being real. Because you ain't from where they from. You ain't from the block. You ain't from the hood. Where you from, gang? To me, that mean that you ain't got no business over here. Because we don't know you. You feel me?
"I'm from 40s. Seconds later, Kelly put out the 30-30 and shot Mike right in the chest. Kelly would take off running and hop the fence, fleeing the scene. As Mike laid on the ground, his friends would call 911. But by the time police would arrive, they would find Michael Marshall dead from a single gunshot wound to the chest. Now, witnesses at the party would identify 18-year-old Nicholas Kelly as the shooter. Now, it wouldn't be too long after that the authorities would locate and arrest Kelly and charge him with first-degree murder. Kelly would agree to talk to police about the shooting, but he would tell police that it was self-defense. He would tell officers that while at the party, he was talking to a female when 5 members of the Rolling 40s came in, which included Marshall. He would claim that Marshall threatened him, and they both would go outside. Kelly would then claim that Marshall started reaching as if he had a gun on him. So in fear of his life, Kelly claimed he put out his gun.
You must think you the police. Oh! Come on, man. Stop the cap, man. I don't even think gangbangers are, I don't even think they can fear for their life. The fear for the life joint, it won't work with a gangbanger at all, man. You sit on here with all this stuff on your face, look like folk done drew on you with a crayon, and you basically trying to tell these folk you scared. If they knew what cap was, they would most definitely tell you to stop the cap, bro. For sure.
And then he shot Marshall. Now, also while in custody, Kelly would talk to 190 Crip Javier Johnson, which would be recorded. Kelly would tell Javier that he had lied to the police about Marshall approaching him, and that the truth was, on that day, he was just on some gangbanging shit the moment that he saw Marshall. Now, during his trial, the prosecution would play this recording between Kelly and Johnson for the jury. Now, the prosecution would have their expert witness, Sergeant Reynolds, take the stands, and Reynolds would interpret what Kelly meant by on some gangbanging shit, and Sergeant Reynolds would tell the jury that it simply meant that the story about the self-defense wasn't true, and that he went looking for trouble when he saw Marshall. Now, the defense would argue against this, and in return, the defense would call Detective Lopez to testify about his interview with Kelly that night in custody. The defense would argue that the information collected during the interviews were proof of the self-defense theory.
Who the hell he had represent him? Oh boy, that said, you think I came to play with you? God, I'm not. Oh, like, bro, just cause he said it in a police report, bro, that don't make it fact, bro. Like, his defense was horrible.
That the victim, Marshall, and his friends came looking for Kelly and threatened his life. So in return, Kelly had no choice but to defend himself against the 5 individuals. But the court would shoot down this as inadmissible hearsay. And by the end of the trial, Nicholas Kelly will be found guilty of first-degree murder.
Yeah, we knew that.
He will be sentenced to 50 years to life, 25 years for murder, and 25 years for firearm enhancements. And as of today, Nicholas Kelly, he's currently at Solano State Prison, serving out his sentence. I would like to thank everybody for tapping in, and I'll see y'all next time.
Hey man, shout out to the law. You know what I'm saying? For getting him off the street, bro. Like, he was a wildfire, bro. He was a firecracker, bro. Like, he eventually was gonna hurt somebody, that's for sure. Like he said, bro, I was on some gangbanging ish. That's why he went over to him like, bro, where you from? Like I told y'all, man, when somebody asks you where you from, gang, the where you from, bro, it basically means you ain't got no business over here, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up and down, bro. I don't care what y'all put in the comments. I don't care what y'all say, bro. Where you from is not a good, it's just not a good gesture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, bro. Like, for real, though. But anyway, I honestly believe, I don't know if this some of y'all family. If he is, you know what I'm saying, may God bless him, bro. May God basically lead him to the light. But as far as, like, from my point of view, I feel like he's exactly where he needs to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Animals should be caged, especially wild, unhinged animals. That's just my personal opinion, bro. All gang banging aside, like, this ain't got nothing to do with him gang banging. This got something to do with him being a danger to society, bro. And I know he in that chain gang giving them folk. Hell, I would hate to work at the chain gang he at, bro. I would hate to be his celly, gang. Crazy work, you feel me? Anyway, though, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, though, folk, in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like, hype. Don't forget to subscribe. After subscribe, make sure you ring that bell. After y'all ring it up, make sure you hit all so you don't miss none of these bangers, man. Mob life or no life. Mob well, no way, man. I know we coming. OTM gonna get it out that mud every single day. I go by done. I love y'all. And I'm gonna tap in with y'all tomorrow, man. Make sure you pray today. Talk to God. Communicate with him. No cap. We all through there. Let's get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers. I just bust another jewel. Got a player around the corner. Hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer. Got a quarter pound on me. Hey. The trap.